Hi everyone, it's Desert Rose. This is going to be an unboxing. I just received a deck in the mail and I figured I would do this video because I haven't seen anybody film this, and this is a well-known deck. I actually got it from Lauren Cruden, who is the creator of the deck, which is the Living Earth Tarot that you'll see in the description. So this will again be a one-handed review. I don't think it'll be a quick one, and if I might switch my hands, or I might find a place to put my phone down because I don't have the laptop on me. So it comes with this paper, and the cardstock's actually not bad at all, because I heard I was emailed a guidebook, and they were saying about the creation that she got a bunch of friends to help her print out in her cabin. So that's really cool. And the main guidebook is through email, so I don't have it on me. But then it comes with this paper guidebook, which is on very thin paper. It has spreads on here, and the court cards are changed to child, youth, adult, elder, which is child experiencing, youth risking, adult fulfilling, and elder returning. Maybe if I film this sitting down on the ground, it may help, because then I can put my phone on the table. So I'll be right back. Hopefully that's okay. I have a little table showing because my phone tips easily, and I've had a couple of videos where my phone would just fall. There's numerical correspondences. It talks about the minor arcana, the elemental correspondences, and she talks about direction. There are just meanings for the major arcana, so they don't go too into talking about interpretations for the minor arcana in here. But I did get that in the email. I might print it out. General instructions for use and suggestions for use. So this is, I really wanted to get it, especially with the plant associations to it. This is the back. And as you could see, this is the first card, and her friend illustrated this deck too. So I actually like the cardstock. It's not the thinnest I've had before, and for it being a really self-made indie deck with the printing included, it's actually like more than I would have expected. And not that I was expecting anything bad. So, the wild rose, there's the plants associated with it too. And being an herbalist by trade, it was something that I was interested in because I don't own an herbal deck right now. Well, an herbal tarot deck. I had the what did I have? Herbal tarot. But if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I don't really use bright colors that often. Bright colored decks. I'm trying to keep it in order now because there aren't numbers for the major arcana, which is fine. I'm looking and seeing the card and the associations to make sure I keep note of what it is. There's also the numbering with the major arcana there too. I only saw one review, and it was a written review. And they were talking about how this deck has potential, but it missed the mark for them. Let me see if I could push this table out a little farther because it's kind of close to my face. Good thing I paused it when I did because the phone fell. Some of the cards are a little thinner than others, but it's not, it does feel like a card. It just doesn't, it doesn't not feel like a cardstock, which is nice. So the deck isn't in order, but it helps with the keywords too, with the images. I actually think that the sepia tone that she was going for is part of its charm, and also like the drawn images. I personally like sepia tone. I was nervous about what I would get in the mail too, because this deck was only $10, not including the shipping. The shipping was only $3, and it came in a small sender's protected envelope with the bubble wrap inside. So I'm going to put the major arcana aside just so I could see what's going on with it. even though you can't see where I'm putting the stuff. I might film some videos on this phone more. I tried to not do it as much, but I'm not sure what's up with my speaker or my microphone, or if it's just low. Because it's not, I think because I changed the pitch of my voice a lot, or the tone of my voice, it fluctuates. That might be one of the reasons why. So the review was also saying that there's potential, but they didn't like the way that it was toned. They actually said that it was more brown, which it's more of a maroon border with sepia tone. And I feel like with these decks, if I connect to it not being really in color, it gets a lot of messages. So that's what happened with my Daughters of the Moon. My older version, the newer version I colored in. Now I'm just looking to see with the images and the keywords here. I don't use keywords all the time if the cards come with keywords, but I don't mind them. This is more of a native based deck. But she does get into the story of why she created it too. And I'm going off the information that I read off of the email. What? You can come in here too. I don't know if the person that wrote the review had a different printed deck, but these are really easy to see and decipher. And there's different shades. It looks like it was colored before. There were very few images of this deck when I saw it. The Adult Wave Lovers. Is one of the cards that I saw. And I like the cardstock for this size of a deck. Also to take around. And I'm really liking the energy that I'm getting from it. I think the keywords are creative and the pictures are too. The creator does have books out, and her sister does beautiful illustrations, which I was actually going to order some. But I think the pictures are really cute. The pictures are really easy to see, even for lighter ones like this. And I love the hand-drawn pictures, because I like to draw too. I love the herbs at the top, the drying herbs. And I really wanted to make this video because I said that there isn't a lot of information out there, and with me posting a lot of my cards on Instagram and YouTube, those are the only social medias I have. Then I have my Etsy shop. I can use this deck because I do feel like it's going to be a good reader. That's a creative Six of Stones. And I like that one. I really like the interpretations that it has. And that's coming from a person that likes more of the out-of-the-box type of cards. I don't really read that much traditional meanings. Like, I can go off of it, but with the images, I prefer decks like these. It does remind me of like when I was a kid and it was the 90s and early 2000s. Those were good times. Now it's still nice, but the kids don't get to be kids these days. And they even put the sweat lodge in here, which has always piqued my interest. This one's pretty. I'm honestly surprised that this isn't more popular. And I'll be putting this in my bag. I'll feature this in other videos. That's the coda. And then Belladonna's here. And I said I was going to put the majors together to look through them more, but I'm actually going to get a first card draw from this. this will be one of the decks that I work with right now. I did mention in another video that I got a lot of decks this month, but I have been in the mood for more earthier decks lately. Or I always have, I guess, but more so lately. The fairies are coming out more. But they do like the fall too. For the gates close. I like that one. This 5 of Feathers is more of the, well, wilderness and raw, primal type of card. And hummingbirds are one of my main animal totems, so I love this one. And the last card was also one of those featured cards and the few pictures that you've seen in well, when you find this deck, if you're looking it up. So I'm gonna shuffle it. It does better shuffling it like this, just because it's on the thinner cardstock, but it's also not the smallest card. So child feathers positive attitude. And at the bottom we have the adult feather knowledge. So I'm happy that I got what appears to be the sword suit. Yeah, feathers, air. And the bottom is actually my card, which is the Queen of Swords. Looking through the court card names on here. And this is the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. So I'm happy that it gets to know me already, because a lot of the decks that I use, they address me sometimes with the Queen of Swords, which in this case is this one, or the Lovers are the ones that I get primarily for if it's greeting me. So that was all the cards. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys are interested in seeing more of this deck, because I'll be doing more videos on it and my progress on working with it and suggestions on how to work with it. So I'll see you guys in another video.